Okay, we're back here again. If it looks like I'm leaning forward, it's because I want to make sure that the mic is in the right position, so just bear with me for that. I have an arm coming in tomorrow, so hopefully that will get better. So today we're going to go into here and do this world quest that I've been putting off for a few days, and hopefully it doesn't take too long. Let's see how this goes, because sometimes they can get pretty lengthy. But they're usually pretty rewarding as well. So let's take a look here. Let's get into this. I think it was called something Petrichor, right? Okay, statue of marble and brass. So you need to do the shadow over Petrichor. So we're gonna go we're going to do that today. All right, let's go. There. I wonder if there's focus mode for this or not. Let's see, because I did actually like that. Probably not until it pops up in my menu. So let's take a look. Let's go down there to the new area. I actually was able to level the Knave a little bit because I went to one of my friends' worlds in co-op, and I was able to beat up the boss a few times there. It was pretty fun, but I want to see what the story is with this little island here. I kind of wish that I had taken a boat here or something too, just because I want to know, like, what is the route, like in lore, what is the route, right, from these different ports that these ships are taking. But let's just go ahead and unlock this first. Let's see. The world opens itself before those with noble hearts. Okay, we've seen that like a million times, right? Ooh, it's mostly water. Okay. I'll try not to get sidetracked by all the random puzzles and like chests and stuff, because let's try to stay focused on the quest in this one. All right. Ooh, got an achievement just for that. All right, let's see here. Hey, you. Yes, you blithering idiot. What are you doing dragging your feet for? Waiting for us to all get old? Why in the blazes aren't all those boxes already on the ship? No, boss, it's just these boxes are way too heavy. If we lug them all up, I think the ship might... I like his name, the dude they call idiot. That's hilarious. Might what? This is treasure here. Treasure. You just gonna leave Prophet lying on the ground like that? But if we load everything on board, plus ourselves, I don't think the boat can hold all that weight. I guess that's my dude voice. Ha! That's an easy one. If we just leave a couple of you here on the island, we could bring all the treasure back now, can't we? Oh, cunning plan, boss. Wait, I'm one of those ones that you're taking with you, right? I don't want to get captured by those golems. You've seen what happens to anyone they catch. Then stop yapping and start moving. If the Dark Lord's lackeys catch up, we're all done for. Dark Lord's lackeys? Are they putting on some kind of show? Oh, that was terrible. Wait, boss, there's people over there. Eric, why don't we go ask them? Oi, you. Yeah, you, the big one and the tiny thing. What are you skulking over there for? Uh-oh, we're in trouble. Can't leave any witnesses. Huh? Eric, what are you saying? Anyway, we should go talk to them first. Dude, that might hurt my voice trying to do that for every single one. I don't know if I'll keep that up. From the look of you, you must be foreigners. And here I thought you were minions of the Dark Lord Remus. Oh, Lord Remus. Like Romulus and Remus. This is Eric and Paimon, and you're right, we're travelers. Oh, but who's this Dark Lord Remus you mentioned? Has he finished playing his part already? Playing with his part? That would have been terrible. You don't even know who the Dark Lord is? Alright, I get it. I suppose it is up to me to educate you, oh ignorant outlanders. As you know, this is once a peaceful town. In those days, it was not yet named Petrichor. We Fontanians lived here in peace and safety until the golem armies of the Dark Lord Remus came. He was an awful tyrant who claimed to be the ruler of all waters. His forces had already obliterated countless towns and cities before arriving at ours. He took our lands, polluted the sources of pure water, and even tried to use music to tempt us. They raised high bell towers and fortresses, and the Dark Lord's fell melodies enslaved our kin. But we, Fontanians free, rejected his rule. Thus did I, and the warriors under my command marched to war all across the land. Ooh. Nice world building, very detailed. And then what happened? How did you defeat the Dark Lord? The Dark Lord's golems are each mighty beyond measure. How could we be their match? Still, we had the aid of Este the Quick-Witted this time. Isn't that one of the local legends? With his aid, we infiltrated the Dark Lord's fell keep and reclaimed the treasures he and his minions plundered from us Fontanians. Like boss said, what is it we're doing again? Oh yeah, disrupting the special military maneuvers being conducted by the Dark Lord's legions. Totally a brilliant plan. You're the protagonist of your play, yet you're on the up and up. You aren't on the up and up. When does this Dark Lord take the stage? Ha! Do you think we'd be lugging treasure if he showed up? like as not, we'd all have turned into golems already, just like Este probably was. Este the Pitiful now, more like.
Whoa, he totally helped you guys, and you guys just left him behind and ran away? Are you sure you guys aren't the baddies? Baddies don't get to be protagonists.
What do you mean, protagonist? Take the stage. Oi, from where I'm standing, it's looking like you're really his minions, just dressed up as foreigners. I can tell from all your blabbering on about performances and plays.
You mean you guys aren't putting on a performance?
So you won't fess up unless we carry you first, huh? Let's get them, boys. Oh lord, these guys have no chance. These guys look like they're dressed as adventurers, so I'm surprised we're fighting them. Like...
I am the cutting edge of fashion.
Or maybe I'm just misremembering, or maybe those are just the same colors. Oops. Okay. Those guys were pushovers. The thieves, who weren't beaten so badly they couldn't spare even a thought for the treasures, fled on their boat.
There they go, huh? Guess they weren't acting after all. But what was this treasure they were talking about? Dark Lord this, Dark Lord's keep that. No way any of that's real.
Why don't we look at the treasure?
But I don't know where this stuff comes from.
Paimon, expressing disinterest in treasures, say it isn't so. Consider this a necessary investigation.
You're not wrong, but what if there's some kind of evil Dark Lordy trap inside? Guess there's no dissuading you. Just be careful, okay?
And so as it happens, there were no traps in the container of the evil Dark Lordy variety or otherwise. But there was no valuable treasure within either. Within was naught but heavy shards of shattered stone.
Paimon knew they were just a bunch of frauds. There's no treasure at all. Or is this the shabby excuse for statue some kind of priceless artifact?
Ooh.
Let's go to Petrichor and ask around. Maybe it's some kind of landmark or lucky mascot or something.
Oh, that's starting to wear. As for these treasures, I'm gonna stop doing that for a while. That hurts. Hey, Eric, you... How unforgettable, the Hortus Orgetis, overflowing with fruit and flower. Oh my god, I couldn't even read that. I wonder if there's a setting to slow that down. Imperator, a dream? You're finally awake, Imperator. This day is one of great import, the day when we shall sound the great symphony Phobos. There is yet time before the ritual, Imperator, but we should set out. Okay, I have to change my voice for him. I was doing kind of the boss voice again. I seem to have had a dream. A dream, Imperator? I did not know that the gods could dream. In that case, what did you dream of? The great plains beyond the north wind? The silver tree beneath the frozen soil? Or did you see that golden future that you once showed me? I saw the sea swallowing the earth. The children of white stone and brass sinking. The collapse of all that was once radiant. That prophecy then, Imperator, it is precisely to prevent it from happening, to fight against inevitable fate, that we are here today. Just as you said, we have paid much for it, but once we are free of the fate's shackles, those sacrifices shall not have been in vain. And this have I had faith ever since I accepted this body and became a Remurian. Apologies, Imperator, forgive my lack of manners. Oh, I can move this. In any case, please come with me. Why is his name censored? Oh, Lord. Oh, I'm controlling this. Cool. Oh, those guys look weird. Why am I walking so slow? He looks like the king of Jerusalem from, Though you bestowed undying bodies upon the people, allowing humanity to fear the tides of the deeps nevermore, our souls are still bound by the shackles of Fortuna. The burden of fate is not something mortal souls can bear, but Phobos shall weave the path of faith on our behalf, leading us forward on the path of justice. The melody of the symphony will flow through the waterways to the high sea, and soon Remuria, no, all of humanity, will be freed from the unconscionable tyranny of fate and welcome an eternal utopian future. And then one day, the people will no longer need the guidance of Phobos, and all will be able to play their own symphony. I was gonna say he looked like Baldwin the Fourth from well, from real life and also from Kingdom of Heaven. Okay. Remus? Or is he supposed to be singing? I don't know how he's supposed to be saying that. It's just ... Remus, you once said that you would create a future free from the shackles of divine destiny. Yet your realm now lies violently shattered, and the chasm you tried to bridge has grown deeper still. The immortal race you created and the people of the waters are slaughtering one another. And now, this so-called eternal city too faces imminent collapse. You cannot control your own creation. The symphony has brought neither justice nor happiness, but instead has become the source of all sin. Though their flesh and blood have been sundered from water and soil, the lost souls guide them upon the path of inevitable death nonetheless. The curse of Fortuna is upon your people and upon you. Do you still remember our promise? That is our last resort, as long as the symphony is played. Is this the only way you usurper lords of humanity know to atone after bringing things to ruination? Still, your resolve, at least, does not shame your kingly crown. And a promise was made indeed. Therefore, allow me to bear witness on your end. Okay. This is weird. O king cursed by faith, drown thyself in song, wine, and feast, for the day of judgment has not yet passed.
Eric, please wake up.
Okay, I think that's like a good medium right there. I just now...
Ah. Oh. Wow, you scared Paimon to death. Eric, you just suddenly completely stopped moving and started staring at the statue, like you were a statue yourself. Paimon thought you had been turned to stone by the Dark Lord's evil curse.
I think I had a strange daydream.
There isn't a curse, is there? Eric, are you okay?
I'm fine. Sorry for making you worry.
As long as you're not hurt. Yeah, we should definitely go to Petrichor first.
Alright. Oh, here we go. So that was just the intro, I guess. Petrichor or Dream. Okay, let's head over there. Oh, why does this guy have red? What is he in love or something? Why does he have an aura of red around his head? Lorden. Ho there, citizen. If you require shelter, simply head to the bell tower in the city center. The savages have been getting all bold and uppity lately, so be on your guard. And you are? Lourdes Vicentinus. Am I, under the auxilia of Makimos Legio III. So long as we are here, we shall suffer no despicable invaders to step within the city walls. City walls? Where'd they come from? Are we not within our defensive walls as we speak? Ah, wait, I see. You're testing me. Why, just as Dominus Boethius once said, the mighty legions are the true walls of the Empire. Okay, that's weird. It sounds like he's living in the past or something. God, what is the name of that place in Witcher? The expansion area where you could get the manor. That's what this place reminds me of. Like, kind of like that, sort of like Italian countryside type of architecture. Okay, Goldoni. That's an interesting name. Those auxilia of barbarian stock are spreading over rumors about those Lock Knights again. I should suggest to Dominus Boethius that we stamp these ridiculous ravings out completely. Let's just say goodbye. I kind of want to move forward with this. Farewell, citizen. May your slaves be meek and your song serene. Okay, I guess these guys are living in the equivalent of like Roman times or something.
Ridiculous ravings and
Lock Knights. Okay, let's see if we can get that thing real quick up there.
This place feels so deserted. Everyone looks so weird.
Okay, let's see here. Let's unlock this real quick too. I'll try not to get too sidetracked, but I want to unlock this so that we can come back easily. Alright. Oh, God, there's too many of those things. I'll just come back for them later. Okay, let's just do this. Boom. Okay. Alright, let's head over to the bell tower. That's where everyone said to go. Oh, question mark. Welcome, O travelers, O traversers of dreamscapes. I am the bell ringer at the intersection clock tower, the guide that welcomes travelers to the Eternal City. Oh joy, more world building, so valiant guardian, shall we find the Eternal City to our left or our right?
Wait, you're in character already? Are you sure you're okay? Leaving that aside for now, all the townspeople we ran into on our way over here were acting really weird. Do you know what that's about?
Why, everyone has gone to Makimos already. I imagine that they now dwell under the protection of the Sebastos.
Wow, so in addition to the Dark Lord Remus, we've got a Sebastos? This is getting more complicated by the minute.
Sebastos. Dark Lord Remus, it would appear that in your journey you have crossed paths with those uncouth barbarians. That is indeed a blasphemous title, with which they besmirch the Sebastos Remus, our mighty Imperator.
Oh, so they're both the same Remus. They're the same person after all.
But it is of no consequence. The Sebastos may not be defined by the narrow notions of the tribal mob. Those despicable insects may speak slander as they wish, but the wise, inspired by his noblest ideals, will yet come forth in their droves. When the bell of eternity tolls, all that has ever come to pass shall be erased, and all will be reborn, regardless of who they are or where they are from. Be grateful and rejoice. Praise be.
What should we do, Eric? This person seems lucid, but the stuff he's spouting is all kinds of whack. You think we've got a sleepwalker here? Maybe he's dreaming.
Do you name me a dreamer? The symptoms do match. Who knows? We could be the ones dreaming.
No way, that's impossible. At least we probably aren't dreaming. I certainly...
Oh god, these guys are like hypnotized or something, huh? Or they're like under a spell. Oh, lord. I could kill you.
Hey, you! Uh-oh, he's out cold.
Travelers from outside? Halt.
Excellent. You two look completely mentally sound. Finally, a normal person. Seriously, what's going on in this town? Before that, let's get this gentleman somewhere safe. Can't be leaving him lying here, can we? He'll catch a cold.
Yeah, dude, like, hit his head on the cement. Though the risk of catching a cold may not be the most important thing right now, you still work together with the normal person to move the incoherently rambling bell ringer onto a nearby bench. Oh, kitty cat.
Anyway, allow me to introduce myself. Call me Esther. I'm a member of this town's Daydream Club. I'm the only member present right now, though. Paimon's Paimon, and he's Eric. We're
tourists visiting Petrichor, passing adventurers. We're members of the Special Security and Surveillance Patrol.
Patrol members, huh? My apologies then, but I fear that at the current juncture, we townsfolk might struggle to cooperate with whatever investigation you're conducting. Hey, best not impersonate officials, don't you think? Wait, you introduced yourself as Este. We've heard that name before.
It was you who brought the bandits into the Dark Lord's castle, was it not?
Ah, I see you escaped with your life. Fabulous. Huh? What? So you've also... No, we're wide awake, trust us. We just don't get why everyone's saying all sorts of crazy things.
You tell Este about how you met and drove the bandits who saw the shattered stones as treasure away outside town.
Oh, it's them. Where to begin? The legend of the Fated Castle has never been a secret. Adventurers just like them come by looking for it every once in a while. And whether it's because the impression of the name Golden Troop conjures up is nothing more than poetic imagery, or because the castle was built millennia ago, it's more likely that not that nothing of value remains there now. But who would they ever listen? Of course not. No sooner had I brought them over to the ruins in the mountains that they began destroying statues and stuffing them into boxes like people possessed. I could not stop them alone, so I went to town to get help. I never imagined I'd find nothing but dazed stares and mad ramblings all around. It was like everyone had fallen under some hypnotic spell. The Daydream Club has researched hypnosis before, but something like this is far, far beyond our capabilities. My hypothesis is that something abnormal has occurred within the ruins. According to the records... Actually, why are we the only ones not affected? Interesting. Most interesting.
Perhaps we can find a solution in the ruins. Maybe we can find treasure in the ruins.
Why don't you wait here, Este, leaving the adventuring to us? If you come too, you might turn into a golem. Aw, is that your cat, Este? It's so cute.
No, though the fellow who studied hypnotism would say that they are creatures with keen senses. How odd, that collar pendant? I could have sworn I seen that accessory before.
Oh, it's probably someone that turned into a cat. Ah, it ran off. Anyway, ignoring the cat question for now, we should still go to the ruins first and have a good look. Say, Este, how can we get there?
The ruins? The mountain behind town just so happens to be the exact direction that the cat ran off in.
Kitty cat. Then it's time we set off. Eric, are you sure you're okay?
Things are pretty murky right now. Take extra care.
You too, alright? We'll be back. We'll be right back, don't you worry.
Ooh, doing that scratchy voice is just painful. Alright, let's go explore the ruins. Okay. Hopefully we can grab some of this stuff on the way. Let's see. It's up there. Okay. Oh, Lord. Okay, that looks like it's part of the story, though, to get inside. Oh, Lord, we have to defeat this revived statue. Okay.
Whoa, this statue can move.
Maybe I should switch parties. It's one that's not geared towards friendship building, and one that could actually do some stuff. Although it seems like these guys are weak against Geo.
Not bad, not bad. Your valor would not know shame, even should it stand in the company of the Marche Sun hunters of old. Whoa, it's a rare shining cat. It's a talking animal.
It's also heterochromatic.
We've seen a whole lot of things really strange in our journey. Even so, a glowing talking cat? Paimon supposes it still makes the rare list. One such as I not dwell on being called a strange thing. O chosen champions, Eric and Paimon, the time has come for true heroes such as ye to step forth. Come with me unto the ancient kingdom of the deep seas. We must still the chaotic symphony if we are to save the lost souls.
Is this part of the world building too? Oh, right. I'm the hero. Let's let the journey begin.
Seriously, Eric, how can you fall for this stuff so easily? Very well then, O chosen hero, for the sake of Paimon's tummy tum, stand tall and move with haste to buy her some Fanta. Speaking of, just who are you? Must I start from the beginning? Very well. Oranides of Oranopolis is my name, a spirit keeper of the ancient realm. Or what need is of the where now? What a tongue twister. Paimon's just gonna call you Ose for short. That's close enough, right? What do you think? Meow meow?
Meow meow?
It appears that I cannot command this body as I wish, to the extent that bestial behaviors may even overbear me from time to time. If from the beginning I could only have... As the two of you can see, the boundaries between past and present have begun to blur thanks to the influence of the chaotic symphony. It is for this reason that I too shall have awoken. For now, the affected area is yet small. The inhabitants of Petrichor have had their souls taken away. They exist in that mad and dreamlike state because the symphony has temporarily granted them identities and memories to fill the void left behind. It is as if a vessel filled with pure water had its contents replaced with wondrous wine. An apt description, considering that those are memories of ancient history gifted by the symphony. Let Paimon think. So what you're saying is that the townspeople of Petrichor have had their souls stolen? And then their bodies have been possessed? Oh, that sounds super scary.
You said that the effective area isn't very large yet.
That is correct, Eric. Of course, eventually, even the court of Fontaine will be consumed if the chosen hero cannot restore harmony to the chaotic melody.
Nothing else for it. I am the hero, after all. No choice but to look.
Yeah, alright then, I'll say, lead the way! Thank you so much. The road to the ancient realm lies beneath this spring you see before you. I have caused the seal on the hidden path to manifest. Next, I shall activate the device that maintains the seal.
Oh, Lord. Okay.
There we go. Now then, help me retrieve the harp strings, and I shall thus be able to break the seal and open the way.
Okay. Ooh.
Now then, let us go into the faded castellum of gold. A faded golden cast? Estee mentioned something about the legend of the faded castle too, right? Aren't we talking about this? Oh, aren't we talking about these ruins? Nay, nay, these are but scraps on the surface. The true castle lies deeper underwater. You sure do know much more than the cats in town, huh, Ose? You compare me to the cats in town? Such... Follow closely and try not to get lost then. Wow, he just jumped down. Can cats swim?
Alright, let's grab that chest before we go down. Oh, ancient score. What is that? I forgot the button to press to just go straight to these items. It should be like somewhere here, right? There it is. So this seems to be a musical score created using unknown materials by an ancient civilization. The melody recorded within can only be deciphered using a special device. Okay.
Follow my lead. Let's distribute these among our forces.
Okay, let's change this up really quick. Just really quick. Let's just switch to like, I don't know, Mono Geo or something, or at least bring this guy.
A walk would be nice.
Okay, I wonder if there's anything in there that will be immune. Hopefully not. Hopefully they don't throw like Geo slimes or something. Yeah, let's go with that.
Which up?
Okay, let's go. Let's dive in here. Okay. Ooh, okay. Alright.
Paimon feels like these statues are staring at us. They won't suddenly attack us, will they?
Difficult to say. Perhaps that golem you defeated earlier climbed up from here.
That's just terrifying. Is it too late to swim back now?
Okay. Whoa. More of those guardian statues. Okay, let's see. Alright. Oh. Use a towel to dry off, right?
Huh? Paimon didn't think there'd be such a huge space down below. Guess you do know your stuff, Ose.
This is but the tip of the iceberg. Once an entire nation and the land upon which it was built sank beneath the waves, and my mission is to prevent that which has sunk from resurfacing. Or so I believe. Poof, and just like that, you suddenly seem a lot less reliable. I wish we had a reliable guide.
In that case, leave the guiding to Paimon. Well, that's what Paimon would like to say anyway.
Anyway, we are the sole arbiters of whether the souls of the townsfolk can safely return to their bodies or not, so eyes up now. The fated castle is just through that great gate. Let us continue onward. Okay, this looks interesting. Alright, let's unlock this. Uh-oh. A shining talking cat? Follow Ose and explore the ancient realm that lies beneath the deep waters. While adventuring with Ose, you can talk to him at any time to get additional information. Don't forget to pet him from time to time, alright? Okay.
Wow, how are you so fast, Ose?
I am a cat after all, so appearing and disappearing with utmost alacrity is to be expected. It is you, Paimon, who must fly faster. Do not let those trifling things outside the window interfere with our relentless march forward. We have work to do. Okay. What trifling things? Like sea creatures and stuff? Oh, okay. Let's not let that distract us, like he said. Oh. Okay, I got some books. I'm not going to read all the books. Let's just stay focused here on the path for now. Oh. I thought it was going to make me go up the stairs first. What is that?
Whoa, Paimon bets a lot of people can live in a huge castle like this.
But of course, and not just people either.
Hey, there you go again saying creepy stuff with a straight face.
Oh, fret not. Surely heroes such as yourselves would dispatch any hidden ghosts or phantoms without breaking a sweat.
And what is this? What an exquisite box. Seems like a music box of some kind. Still, it doesn't seem to fit in too well with its surroundings.
Good eye, that is indeed a music box, but just as I have knowledge beyond ordinary cats, this music box has functions beyond most others. What? Can it speak too? My, I didn't think you would be so catty.
Oh my gosh. Hey, Paimon was just joking before, but she didn't think you would take it so seriously. It's Paimon's fault, okay? Don't be mad. Meow meow. Seriously? Now you pretend to be a cat? Oh, I think I need a glass of water. Anyway, even those who lack any musical knowledge can freely operate the power of the symphony using this box. We will have use of it later, I'm sure. Huh? Isn't it because the symphony has gone all wacky that all the townsfolk turned into whatever they are now? So what if Eric presses the wrong button or something? The symphony here may also become chaotic. What sort of clumsy claw do you take me for, Paimon? Paimon's just thinking about the worst case scenario. Maybe Ase might jump out from a corner and scare you. One of those unmoving statues might start walking around, or maybe traps might spring out from the ground and the walls. Any of those can happen, right? Peace now. You need not be so fretful. The symphony was mighty, beautiful, and glorious once, an existence that shouldered golden ideals. That it sows chaos upon the surface is a mere mishap of misalignment, the result of evildoers misusing great, glorious power. But were it Eric, surely he would wield its power correctly. That's quite a lot of trust you're putting in us. I wouldn't be so sure if I were you. Hey, now's not the time to be joking around. What if Ase takes you seriously, huh? We've spoken this much. Now to put things to the test. Remember the strings we got from the harp in the ruins? Those were in truth the scores on which the symphony was recorded. As long as you place the score into the music box, the box shall play its tune all on its own. Ooh. That looks like it matches the signature weapons of like Eula and Venti and stuff. Ooh. Oh, cool. What is this? Symphony's bounty, okay. Oh, you get rewards for this? Damn. Alright. Locus Amonis. It is said that the first terrestrial creatures emerged from the warm oceans. Lands were fertile, producing all in abundance. The gifts bestowed by fate were so ample that it seemed as if the land itself had been specially prepared for them. Okay, let's play it. A moving melody accompanies the swift ship as it cuts through the azure waves. The outlander gently plucks at the harp strings, telling his companion, "From here to the ends of the sea, all this I give to you, until that day comes." Okay. Oh. Are we supposed to do something here? Return. Okay. Ooh, that's a pretty happy tune. Paimon's feeling all warm and fuzzy inside.
It seems this box still functions. Well now, are we not safe?
Wait, so you weren't even sure it would work or not?
Not completely. One cannot judge a box by its cover. Do you not concur?
Paimon gets the feeling that you're not talking about a box at all, but never mind that. What should we do now?
The chaotic symphony must be here. If we can locate it, we can retrieve the souls that have been taken from the townsfolk. Then let's have a look around for starters. A reasonable judgment. If memory serves, this castle has a great many strange rooms. Perhaps they are worth investigating first. Also, the castle's central hall plays host to a mysterious stage, though no more plays shall ever be performed there. It was once an entrance to a place deeper underwater still, where the power of the symphony yet lingers. We must go and check for any further anomalies there.
Deeper still?
Indeed, I wonder what awaits us there.
Hey now, now's not the time to leave us hanging, I'll say. You're a surprisingly petty one, huh?
Still, before the riddle may be solved, we must first find the clues that await us in the castle. Come, let us away. Okay, the might of the ancient symphony. The enigmatic symphony seems to be from a now destroyed civilization. You can use its power to unleash two types of sound waves. Use the power of the symphony to resonate with entities which react to the power of music. Press to activate a pause sound wave and cause specific objects in the area to stop moving. Continuously hold to activate a play sound wave, which will cause specific objects in the area to start moving, or reactivate entities affected by a pause sound wave. Special musical notes float above objects that can be influenced by the power of the symphony. When they resonate with specific sound waves, the notes above them will also change. Not all objects that can be influenced by music can resonate with different sound waves. Most of them can only interact with a specific sound wave. Okay, we'll just kind of figure that out.
To me to decide what I want to be, and to cut my own path.
Yeah, like she said,
No
it's
one can tell me what to do.
yeah, no one can tell us what to do. Let's do this we'll just figure it out, I guess. All right. Okay. Let me just get that to get oops. Just to clear that. Okay. All right, so let's go up here first, I guess. Ooh.
Wow.
That was bad.
That strange fish was so huge. Good thing it didn't come for us.
Yeah, why is he sitting there?
Meow meow.
Pet him. Oh, this is like the Feline Fortress event.
Hey now, don't you take me for an ordinary cat.
About the paws. Is he like paws? Nope. Back.
I don't mind being touched, but cats have their own boundaries. Jeez.
He doesn't like anywhere. What about knee? Ears. Man, this guy is really finicky. Okay, why does it even let us do this if he's gonna be mad at every single area? Okay, forget it then. Okay, let's just go in here. Oh, I need a grimoire. Okay. Let's see what's up here. Okay. Okay. What's down here? Alright, unlock that. I already completely understand everything. Rugerio's notes. Humanity has no need to, nor should they, control any knowledge beyond their abilities. In a way, it is not people who pursue knowledge, but knowledge that pursues people. I have an idea. It's one I never mentioned to the Golden Hunter before he left. Why not rebuild the long-abandoned town of Petrichor? We can attract refugees to live there and spread other versions of the legend. This way, they will actively protect the rebuilt seals, and the secrets of this place will be forever... so maybe those people are the descendants of the people they settled here. Oh, that looks like the narwhal.
It's the strange shiny fish again. Feels like it's been following us from outside all this time. How weird.
Paimon, have you witnessed so little of the world as to find such things strange? Are we not underwater? Is it not ordinary to see all manners of fish about?
But this big guy looks anything but ordinary.
And this voice, I've heard it before.
Seriously? You mean from the dream you had before?
This part of the sea outside is like the castle. It belongs to the past. It is something that should have been forgotten. If one ceaselessly calls out to the monster that has been blotted from memory, they might yet jump out and cause trouble. It is wise to be cautious. It is for the best if we simply treat it as an ordinary fish.
You make everything sound so scary, Ase. Are you trying to creep us out or something?
I simply mean to avoid unnecessary complications. After all, our top priority is to retrieve the surface dwellers' souls, no? It just so happens there's a blank score before us. We simply need to use the music box to tune the auto-harmonic reed pipes on either side, and we can obtain it. Give it a go. Okay, let's see how this works. New puzzle type. Take the blank score. Oh. Where? Hold on. Nice picture. From him? All you need to do is play the music to activate the auto-harmonic reed pipes on both sides and calibrate them to match the nearby notes. That way we can retrieve the musical score. Tell me about the auto-harmonic reed pipes. Well, as their name implied, they are machines that can play music by themselves. Our ancient civilization was founded upon music, and many such devices have survived to this day. However, unlike the music box in your hands, or the devices used to play the symphony, this sort can only play a few simple chords. As such, their strength is correspondingly weaker. We should encounter more such instruments later, but they will not prove much of an obstacle for those who can already wield the power of the symphony power as we do. Okay. I should have read the instructions. Okay. Let's see. Instead of just saying I'll figure this out. Oh, here we go. Oh, okay. I see now. I see now. Okay, I think I get this now. Finally, it took me long enough to figure out. There we go. Got it. That's why you should read everything and not just try to figure stuff out. Okay. Actually, you know what? I want to hear some of these lines. So let's crack her out real quick.
No need to fret.
Or
I shall have
let's see.
something with which to commemorate this occasion.
Okay, let's continue. Ooh. There's nothing there. That means that the melody can be written upon. That any melody can be written upon it. We will be able to make use of this. Stage of Faded Gold added to the archive. Alright, let's unlock this really quick. Boom. And then let's go down. Oop. Is this the stage you spoke of earlier, Ase? And are Paimon's eyes deceiving her? Or is the mural on top still moving? It's kind of spooky. That terrifying power, couldn't it be escaping from here, could it? Ase? Hey, Ase! 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 Are you spacing out? Meow? Apologies, I was distracted for a moment. Did you once perform on this stage? Is that why you're feeling, nostalgic or something like that? Did you play a cat? Perhaps you were an audience member. Oh, good point. I might have, or I might not. It was all in the past either way, utterly irrelevant. What matters now is the scent of discord I smell in the air, as though some presence, one that makes me uneasy, once visited this place. I fear that specifics may only be ascertained once we have performed the score here. There's one here too? Paimon didn't notice. Well, you may have seen scores shaped like strings, but you have not seen those shaped like murals. One such is before you. Oh, so the pictures are moving because it's actually a score? Yes, did we not find a blank score before? It is now time to perform it. Please do the honors. Okay. Play the symphony on the mural. Here we go again. Let's see. Where to start? Oh, from here. Got it. Not only do we have the same hardy skin, but in our veins flows the same divine essence. We share the same wisdom and melody, the same will. Oh, it's this guy. Well, whoa! Someone's coming out of the mural! It has been too long, dear friend. How many years since that day? 500? Thousands? Still, time matters not to us all. You may be in this small body now, but I recognized you in an instant. Well, have you tired of battle and decided to take up rat catching as a new hobby? It's you. And what is he exactly? A monster? A ghost? Or could he be the real Dark Lord? Dark Lord? Barbarians remain barbarians, I see, ignorant even of their own ignorance. Boethius of Remuria am I, foremost harmost of Phobos. You need not introduce yourselves. I have no interest in the titles peddled by primitives. You know this rude fellow, Elsa? I do not deny it, but... Need you be so formal, Cassiodor? Do our years of service under our Sebastos, our god king, matter so little to you? The past is the past. I do not know you, whose soul has long been shattered. Have manifested, but it seems that chaotic symphony is your doing, and none other. Cease, return the souls of those who live in the present, and go back to the shadow, beneath the deep waters to where you belong. This is my final warning to you. Oh, and what then? Will you continue wearing the mask of hypocrisy, traitor? Will you shut your eyes and ears for another millennium? But you have noticed, haven't you, why my melody would break its bonds at this time and affect the present? Why my strength has given me the might to open the gate to the deep waters, allowing me to manifest. The power of the sea surges, Cassiodor. The return of Phobos is imminent. Phobos? Yes, indeed. Over those thousands of years, I have already bound my soul to the shattered Phobos. The omniscient enigma, the great power, is about to finally descend once again, and is this not the wish that we once failed to accomplish? To repeat the past is to give the ancient tragedy an encore, nor have I ever wanted to sacrifice innocent lives. Is that so? Well, not that it matters, Cassiodor. The world you have defended is coming apart at the seams. The people of bygone times see you before you shall return to their rightful places. Fontaine's existence is a mistake, one we shall correct. When the oceans swallow it, Remuria shall rise again above the sea, and its light shall shine over the land. Is this because of the primordial sea? How can you call it a mistake?
You are the mistaken one. We should have assimilated into this new nation thousands of years ago, but it was you who warped them into puppets of ancient hate. Whether that Phobos matter is true or false, as long as my will is not dissipated, your schemes will not succeed.
Do you mean to say, then, that we should abandon our honor as Remurians and degenerate into mere base insects? How could I ever allow my kin to return to those bags of decaying flesh and become slaves to fate once more?
It seems that millennia have not led you to accept Remuria's downfall. If anything, you have grown more obstinate still.
Perhaps it is in our stubbornness alone that we are quite similar. I thought that the long years would have rendered you willing to once more stand by our side. You betrayed the tribe that birthed you, and you betrayed Remuria. You may have become the Golden Hunter, but you cannot remove the brand of Sebastos that marks you still. You will always be a Remurian.
Remurians have long ceased to exist, save in your delusions. The world of the old has passed away.
Of course, or so it was meant to be, but now the border between past and present has faded. If you insist on becoming the enemy of our ancient realm and sealing me once more in a cage buried beneath the waves and those Fontainians you wish to protect, yes, all of Petrichor shall be buried as one.
Huh? No way! We won't let that happen.
That is not up to you, insolent savage. When that time comes, your lowly flesh will be rendered as dust, but your souls will join ours and take the next step of evolution. We shall bestow upon you eternal resilient bodies that you may never again suffer mortal pain. Should you have words of gratitude, I will hear them. Why, thank you very much. You've got to be kidding me.
That's not something we'd be thankful for at all. Just like those puppets who danced as you performed, those pitiable slaves and servants, those poor children, everything was stripped from them, and you still speak with such conviction.
All things have their price. Narrow personal opinions are but refuse to be discarded by a higher class of beings such as I. Besides, as I see it, they are ideal form of humanity, adhering unerringly to perfect order.
You're absolutely nuts, and despicable too.
Despicable? And what would you call that what Cassiodor did to us thousands of years ago, then? By comparison, this is nothing. But the patience. We should have a good long talk, but not here, no. We shall speak beneath the deep waters in the deepest bowels of our ancient realm, where everything began. The realm awakens, Cassiodor. You are the sole survivor of our fallen realm, the sole Remurian left with free will, and you have left us for too long. You must return to us and listen to the lamentation and anger of the long years. Perhaps then you shall be more receptive to my symphony and to the arrangement of Phobos. I will await you in the royal city of Remuria in Domus Aurea, where the Sebastos plied his melody. I will, of course, extend the appropriate hospitality to those souls from the present before your arrival. Should you remain resolute when the time comes, their soul will naturally receive their release. And as for you, you are not part of Phobos' plan, and yet the great symphony shall in no wise cast out any audience. Do enjoy the passing of the prelude I have prepared for you. If fortune proves favorable, we shall meet again. Oh god, we're gonna have to fight these guys, huh? Yep, defeat the golems. Alright, so it looks like Ose is the soul survivor. She's the like young cheesy soul. Is that young cheesy or is that who was that? Who was soul survivor? I forgot. That was from like high school. Alright, let's see here. And I keep kind of smirking or laughing when they say Sebastos because Bastos means like rude in Tagalog. So I know it's supposed to be just like Sebastian or something, but I just see that word in it and I find it funny. All right, let's go.
Transfixed.
Getting distracted here. Let's pay attention. All right, let's go. And who's next? These guys? Okay. No problemo.
We'll have order.
There we go. Boom. Oh. Even though that will do nothing since I barely built her.
Laid bare.
Just be cool. Alright. There we go.
Stabilize.
Delicate as silk.
Oh. Okay.
Well, that shut him up. What do we do now, though? If we want to save the souls of the townspeople, we're gonna have to head into the Dumas area of whatever that super rude, duper arrogant guy talked about, right? As you might recall, we weren't invited. Since when have we never ever needed invitations to crash some bad guy's party? Oh, right. But from what he said, he seems to have known Ose for a long time. Said they worked for Sebastos or whatever. Sebastos.
We need to have a good talk before we go. Cassiodor.
If you have anything you'd like to ask me, this time I shall tell you all I know.
So tell us about Remuria.
That's where you and the rude fellow are both from, right, Ose?
We've heard that name before. Seems to be an ancient nation. Yeah, Risley mentioned it in the Archon quest.
Very well. The story begins before the court of Fontaine as you know it was born.
The Sebastos, I'm gonna keep saying it like that, Remus, founded a nation above the sea, high sea, that is Fontaine, and the ancestors of the present-day Fontanians named him the Dark Lord Remus in their terror. Before it sank, this body of water was part of the Great Fontaine Lake and the location where the capital of Remuria was sited. As such, these waters have the same properties as those of Fontaine.
Wait, so we're actually in the ruins of Remuria now?
Indeed, but where the tale differs from commonly told history is, the people of Remuria were not ordinary humans like the Fontanians, rather they were a new race. Their bodies were cast of stone with ichor for blood. The Sebastos gave us such bodies in hope that we could escape from our prisons of rotting flesh and fate. His great vision was that we should all grasp the power of the symphony and thereby escape the shackles of Fortuna, becoming the masters of our own destiny.
So those stone statues we saw on the way here, those were your kin?
Precisely so. I fear that they have long lost their free will, however, becoming mindless slaves, worse off by far than the humans of old, easily perishable though they are.
Wait, in that case, why are you a cat?
I am a cat, for now, and one's will and soul are more important than one's body, are they not? Regardless, it was the Sebastos who gave me a new life. We once possessed all of the high sea, countless cities and palaces, flowers, flowing wine, and yet fate found us all the same. After returning from the deepest depths of the sea, the Sebastos used ichor to create imperishable bodies for the people, and still the prophesied future did not change. Our God King believed that it was because human souls could not escape the gravity of fate, and so he wrote the symphony, a music that could weave destiny. He believed that through this he had found a way to resist fate, but instead that path led us into utter darkness, step by step. Step by step. Dave, I'm just joking. And in the end, the entire kingdom sank beneath the waves, as though it had been smote by divine judgment.
No.
I fear that even if he did not foresee such an outcome, although all the same, that is what happened. If you have anything that you'd like to ask me, this time I shall tell you all I know. So it looks like the Remurians transfer their souls into like inanimate, into these golems, and I think that's a common, or somewhat common trope in like fantasy. So tell us about your impudent friend.
Right, and when he called you Cassiodor or something, right? But aren't you called Aura something?
Just as I have traversed many bodies, I have had many names. Of course, this is all thanks to the Sebastos, who separated my soul from the Grand Symphony. A convenient ability, indeed. You weren't planning on puppeting one of us at some point, were you?
Meow meow meow. Whoa, you could have You would have thought such a cute little cat would consider doing something so horrible? Hey, wait a sec. That means that you aren't even a cute kitty in the first place. Well, be that as it may, Eric, you are used to playing the courageous savior, are you not? I too play the role I know well, albeit in an unfamiliar form. But back to Boethius, he was not always evil. He was once a noble Harmost of Remuria, and the sole survivor following the great catastrophe that befell. The original purpose of the Golden Castellum was to unify our surviving kin and prevent the catastrophe of the rising waters from ever occurring again, but evidently Boethius had his own designs. While I and my companions ranged across the land, struggling mightily to contain the power of the primordial waters, he used his eloquent tongue to sway those who remained. He initiated a fell ritual that aimed to restore the shattered symphony and revive the ruined realm. To this end, he did not hesitate to dissolve the will of our kin and plunder the souls of Fontanians everywhere. Many rulers and nobles became his pawns, and the polities newly born lay on the brink of destruction. To stop him, who had by now clearly become a monster, I could only forsake my name and become one who hunts phantoms, resisting him alongside the Fontanians. Bitter was the conflict before we were at last able to seal both him and the sea that had devoured our nation. I don't know why I'm trying to... I don't know if it's the way they're wording it, but it's trying to do like a Yoda kind of voice, I guess. And that is why he names you a traitor. I followed the Sebastos precisely because he had shown me that a golden dream, a land where the prejudice and difference were no more, a land of justice and freedom. But that was what it had become after Remuria sank, no more than a dream. I would rather be called a traitor than let Boethius trample on our ideals. I swore upon fate that I would serve as the barrier between past and present, thus did I become the spirit keeper of our ancient land. Guess Mr. Impolite's pretty stubborn guy, huh? Even after being beaten up and sealed, he's still looking to break out and cause trouble. I thought that even if evil lingered in him, his soul had long been broken, and he would remain naught but discordant notes, a symphony plunged into strife. I never thought that he would weave his shattered self into the symphony and thus gain mastery over it. The discordant dissonance that now emanates from these waters can be regarded as an extension of his power. If we are to defeat him, I fear we must await the moment when all his soul fragments have gathered around one body. If you have anything you'd like to ask me, this time I shall tell you all I know. Okay, so let's hear about the symphony in Phobos. Where should I even begin? The symphony is human memory and persona woven into a melody through musical notation, creating a song in which human souls can dwell and have their wishes fulfilled. In that way, to master the symphony is to master fate. This is the secret that the great golden beast Sibylla, the prophet who survived the previous cycle, imparted. The Sebastos, who created the symphony, poured these melodies into the insoluble ichor in hopes that all might control their own fates through playing that music. He overestimated us, I fear, for his deeds terrified us. The people could not bear the burden of fate, and they begged their god and superiors for guidance. At the request of the people, the Sebastos wrote all melodies into the grandest of melodies. This new symphony would bring us all the greatest of happiness, and its name was Phobos. Wasn't that the name of like a weird adventure game, Leather Goddesses of Phobos or something? But it did not bring what was promised. Indeed, you saw how it all ended, didn't you? Had the Sebastos' plan worked, the symphony would have woven a melody of utmost gentleness for us all, an eternity that would last 1,000 years and beyond, but something went wrong. Ooh, that reminds me of Raiden in the Plane of Euthymia. Besides the Sebastos himself, only said superiors, the Harmost, could have changed Phobos' melody. And Boethius was once an excellent Harmost. Alright, what's next? So about the dreamscape I saw. You tell of the strange dream you saw before. Ah yes, those were indeed the memories left by he whom I served, the Sebastos, the great king god King Remus. Though I do not understand how you were able to see them, Eric. But I do not think you need to worry. If this chaotic symphony was enough to control you, it would have done so long ago on the surface, but that has not happened, yes? Speaking of which, why isn't Este affected? Isn't he just, especially gifted?
I do have some idea, but it might be best to wait for the right time to speak of that.
Oh, here we go again with the cliffhangers. Just don't forget to tell us, alright? In any case, since you can see these things, Eric, that must mean that some fragment of Sebastos' will and memory remains in this underwater symphony. Long millennia have I searched, and if you could touch some more of these memories, perhaps I may find the answers I have sought all this time. The great waves could not hurt a god, even should their crests scrape the very skies, and yet the Sebastos disappeared without a trace when their nation fell into the depths. He would not have sat idly by as his nation and people drowned in blood, so where did he go? Or was his passing Remuria's true death knell? If you have anything else okay, that should be about it. That's all for now. We can leave the rest for later. Very well. If there's anything else you wish to know, do not hesitate to ask me.
Guess we're heading to the Domus Aurea next, so we can meet the rude guy, right? It's gonna be dangerous for sure, but...
I will continue to guide you. It is, after all, my homeland. Though it may have sunk into the very bottom of the sea, I remember its path still, even after all these millennia. Or so I believe. Just don't let us down when it counts. The cat's out the bag. Shall we encounter difficulties, you may count on me. Do not forget that I am far stronger than an ordinary cat. Ooh, I wonder if he's going to transform.
You know, every time Paimon remembers that you're actually an ancient person from thousands of years ago, it just feels wrong that we're calling you Ose. But your full name is way too long, so... Okay, let's just call you Monsieur Ose. What do you think? Is it polite enough?
Monsieur Ose. Oh my gosh. A name to me is nothing more than a label, but as this represents your acknowledgement, Paimon, I will gladly accept it.
Let's move out. It wouldn't be too bad to keep your rude friend waiting, but the townspeople can't wait that long.
Oh my gosh, Paimon. Monsieur Ose. Okay, I think I'm gonna pause here and start another segment.